Good morning, beautiful friends and family. Today is August the 1st. This morning I woke up at 5:55. So, 5 is symbolic of grace, 5 is symbolic of change. As we enter into the 8th month, 8 symbolizes new beginnings. 8 symbolizes the protection of God. 8 symbolizes Christ himself. So as we enter into this new month, the 8th month, it is very important to know that some cycles are coming to an end. So anytime something new has to be birthed, something old has to be done away with. So this is what's happening in this new month. 5 is change. It's change. So without change, you cannot have new beginnings. Everything in life is cyclical. Everything goes around in cycles. Everything goes around in circles. The earth spins in a circle on an axis. There is summer, winter, spring, fall, and it just continues to go around and around and around. So if you pay attention, you'll notice cycles in life. So with the 8, it has to be a new beginning. New beginnings often symbolize endings. A lot of people want the new beginnings, but they don't want the endings. In order for something new to be birthed, something old has to be done away with. So do not become afraid when you see certain cycles closing out in your life. When you see certain things coming to an end, because oftentimes that is the beginning of something great. Oftentimes that is the beginning of what you have prayed for, but first things have to come to an end. God says greater is the ending of a thing than the beginning of a thing. So you're going to see a lot of things in this next season. A lot of things are going to come to an end in this new month. If the enemy has been after you, it comes to an end. If you've been in bondage, it comes to an end. If you feel like you've been in shackles, it comes to an end, because God wants to birth something new in you. Something new is about to come out. You can feel it. You can feel the shift in the atmosphere. The old things that used to excite you, they no longer excite you. The old places that used to excite you, they no longer excite you. The old people that used to excite you, they no longer excite you, because God wants to birth something new in you. But he has to bring certain things to an end. So look forward to the newness of God. Look forward to things to shake up a little bit. A lot of people have been on almost like a hamster wheel, like a circular hamster wheel, go around, round, 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 round. God wants to shake things up for you. God wants to change things for you. God sees your heart. He sees what you've been going through, and he's saying, if you will allow change, that's that 555. If you will allow change, if you will allow the grace and the mercy, again the 555, if you allow my grace and my mercy, I have new beginnings for you. I have new for you. I have new wineskins for you. But first you have to get rid of the old. First you have to get rid of the old. It's just like, you cannot pour old wine into new wineskins, because what ends up happening, you cannot pour new wine into old wineskins, because what ends up happening is the wineskins, they would become tight, and if you pour that new wine in there, actually it would burst. It would burst, because it cannot it can no longer hold the newness of wine. It has to be willing to expand. So God is asking you to expand your mind, expand your territory, expand your consciousness, so he can pour that new wine into new wineskins. You need new wineskins, you know? So it's like when God gets a hold of you, and when you actually submit to God in this season, you're going to see a lot of things be shaken up in your life. And it's not for bad. It is actually for good, because God desires to give you new. God desires to give you fresh. God desires to pour out, not only in the physical, but in the spiritual. He desires to pour out into you, to pour into your spirit. But you have to be willing to receive that. You have to be willing to release certain things. So in this 8th month, may the newness of God find you. May the blessing of God locate you. May you be able to contain the new wine that God is pouring into you. But first you have to shed the old wineskins, so that way you don't burst. There is a newness in the atmosphere. There is a newness, and newness can sometimes be strange. New can sometimes feel uncomfortable because you haven't quite figured it out yet. You know, you get a new phone, sometimes you don't know all the gizmos and gadgets, how to like operate it. You don't know how to you don't know the functions of the phone. You don't know those, but it's new, so you have to figure it out. So in this season of new, God, like I said, God desires to bless you with the new. So in this season, you're gonna have to figure out. You may have to start fresh. You may have to you know, for some people, go to a new location. For some people, a literal move to a different place. It's newness. God may bring new people in your life. It's newness. He may bless you with different opportunities. It's newness, and you may not know how to work it at first. It may take a little bit of figuring out, but don't become afraid just because something is new. Don't become afraid just because you don't understand it quite yet, because God desires to bless you. He desires to do something new with you. So I hope that you go into this month with an open heart and an open mind, because God desires to basically blow your mind. He has so much in store for you. So you have to be ready, and you have to be willing to release the old so you can welcome in the new. I hope that you guys have a beautiful and a blessed day. May the newness of God overtake you. May you be full, and may you be full to the brim. Love you guys.